What is a mikveh? Hi, I'm Dr. James Holt, and there are modern stories and initiatives that seek to highlight the voice of Jewish women, both in the past and today. One such example is The Red Tent by Anita Diamant, and this reimagines the stories of Jacob's wives and daughter and focuses around a red tent, a place where women would go during the time of menstruation. When a person reads this, they may be reminded of the practices associated with the mikveh, a bath of ritual purification that's still in use today. Based on a tradition in the Torah, the person should bathe in water to remove impurity. Indeed, during a woman's time of menstruation, it's described as in her impurity of 7 days. The Torah also suggests that a spring or cistern which water collected shall be pure. It's with this as a background that the use of a mikveh developed, where a mikveh is used following menstruation or childbirth. There are also other things that require the use of a mikveh for all Jews, not just women, such as when a person converts to Judaism, before Yom Kippur, and for some Jews before Shabbat. The use of the mikveh for the pure purposes of removal of impurity continues among most Orthodox Jews, but there are varying attitudes within both Reform and Masorti Judaism. Some Jews do not use the mikveh, while for others it's used, but not for the sake of removal of impurity, but for the marking of a transition in life or preparation for an important event. For some, the mikveh has been reappropriated into a space for women to celebrate Rosh Chodesh, to mark a milestone or to bring closure to a crisis. In some Jewish views, the concept of mikveh, and especially impurity, had to be rejected before the practice could be transformed. Reflecting on her previous support of the mikveh, Rachel Adler highlighted that in doing so, she'd upheld the rules and practices that sustained women's impurity by holding out to the impure a never before experienced sense of purity. She rejected the practice completely. However, for many Jewish women today, the mikveh has been reclaimed. One such example is the Mayim Hayim mikveh, which is described as a resource for learning, spiritual discovery and creativity, where women, men and people of all genders and ages can celebrate milestones like weddings and B'nai Mitzvah, where conversion to Judaism is accorded the honour and dignity it deserves, where survivors of trauma, illness or loss find solace, and where those who immerse monthly can explore the ritual on their own terms. Mayim Hayim is a fountain of creativity that, since its opening in 2004, inspired new liturgies and curricula, publications, music, artwork and plays. The mikveh serves as a practical example of how attitudes to and the voices of women have changed in the modern world. For some, the beliefs of impurity remain, but for others they've been transformed into an empowering message for women.